Are you struggling with hair loss? Well, before you give up and start rocking that bald look, get yourself a box of Novaxidil. It's the only clinically proven triple action hair loss treatment on the market. It has 5% minoxidil, which is the gold standard for regrowth. But minoxidil alone will not prevent further loss. For that, Novaxidil uses DHT blocker ketoconazole with added nicotinamide, vitamin K, biotin, and collagen peptides. Basically, every single ingredient you could possibly think of in one product. So stop rubbing peppermint oil behind your ears and get something that works. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Novaxidil.
All right, here we are. Serious and Silliness Bodybuilding. Another week has passed, which means another edition of Anabolic Academy. So, what is Anabolic Academy? Anabolic Academy is when you ask me questions about bodybuilding, fitness, or pretty much whatever you'd like, and I answer them. How can you reach me? Because you got to ask me the questions. So, this is how you reach me. Serious and Silliness Instagram, TikTok John Livia, Facebook John Livia. Email me, UncleJohn1201 at Gmail. My other email, John_Livia at Yahoo. Or if you see me in person, you ask me the question in person, and I will answer it in person. And then I will also put it up on here, which is actually what I did last week. A friend of mine asked me a question, and I answered it in person, and then I put it on here because it was a good question. Now, if you haven't seen it yet, I just did a live with Lee Priest. He is back home. He is out of the hospital. He is not on tour, and he's recovering. You could hear it in his voice. He's still a little bit sick, but it was still a good show because he talked about his tour. He talked about the hospitalization. And then we had a surprise guest, a friend of mine, Luna Mons, who is an Instagram model, and she is very famous for her giant bosoms. She has huge, huge fake boobies. But it seems from what we've been talking about, and if you go back and watch the live that she came on with me and Lee, it looks like she's going back to school. She's married to a great guy. She's going back to school. She doesn't do the OnlyFans anymore. It sounds like she's going to be going down a little bit in size. So I think she's having a change of direction in life. But whatever, she is a good friend, and whatever she decides, all the best. Anyway, it's actually good. It was actually a fun video, fun live. Go and check it out. Okay, let's just jump right into the questions because that's what everybody's waiting for. Kali_baby on Instagram. First of all, I want to thank Kali_baby because he has become a very loyal and supportive individual when it comes to my show. He watches my content. He watches my Instagram. He always sends me questions every week. So thank you very much. It does not go unseen and unnoticed. Thank you for all the support and love. So his first question. Any good pre-workout recommendations? Only tried CBum stuff, but it gives me the shits. All right. So as soon as you tell me it gives you the shits, I'm going to assume that it's low quality stuff. I've never tried CBum stuff. I have no idea, but it's probably low quality stuff. And that kind of makes sense because it's with CBum's name on it, it's a huge brand. It's probably worldwide, so they have to make it less expensive so that they can make money in other countries as well, and not just the States. I learned this from Jason Ons, who's in this industry. But are there better pre-workouts? And am I going to give you recommendations? Yes, I am going to give you several recommendations. If you don't mind spending the money, and when I mean money, I mean $50. I don't mean $150. I mean $150. For some people, $50 is a lot of money. For some people, $50 is not a lot of money. I Prevail Subs probably has two of the best pre-workouts that I've ever used. The link will be in the description. I-Prevail Subs, that is Jason Ons' line. His first pre-workout is called Mission. Mission is high stim, really, really high stim. The serving size is 2 scoops. When I use it, I use 1 scoop, plenty of energy. That's all you need. Then he has a new one, which I tried. It's called Forge. And I'm not blowing smoke up on my friend's ass. I'm not saying anything because he is my friend, okay? Look, he has products that I don't normally use. Like I don't use pump products. So I'm just going to keep it real. When it comes to his pre-workout, the Forge is probably the best pre-workout I've ever had because it gives you enough energy, and he also puts electrolytes in it. He puts Himalayan sea salt, which also has electrolytes in it. He puts a lot of thought and effort and time in the formulas of his supplements. He also has a good sleep aid. I forgot what it was called. I don't remember what it's called. But if you take this sleep aid, if you have trouble sleeping, and it does make you drowsy, and you get a good night's sleep. And it's not like taking Xanax or NyQuil or anything like that, or where you wake up and you're a zombie. You just get a good night's sleep. It makes you a little sleepy. You go to sleep and you wake up pretty refreshed. Okay, so go to I Prevail subs. Now, another friend of mine, Jesus Christ, Arman Adibi has a line. I don't think he has a pre-workout yet. Okay, but he's got a pretty good line. ArmanADB.com. I've used his intra branch chains. It's actually really good, tastes good, and he has essential amino acids and also has creatine in there, and it's supposed to be for repair while you are training. I've used that; it actually tastes good, and I like it a lot. Now, if you are strapped for cash and you need a pre-workout and you're just looking for energy, okay. The one that I would recommend, this is just personal, okay? This is just this. I have no skin in the game, okay? If you are strapped for cash and you only want to spend 20 or 30 bucks, Nitroflex. Nitroflex is a good bang for the buck. Is it Mission or Forge for my prevent? No, 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 it's not. Okay, it's not, the quality's not going to be that great, but it's good stim. It doesn't taste too bad, and it gets the job done. Put it that way, it gets the job done, right? And Nitroflex is by, I'm going to give you the name of Nitroflex right now. Who makes Nitroflex? It is, I can't believe I can't, GAT. Sorry, GAT. Yeah, like I just looked it up. Okay, and you get a big one for $32, right? Um, Now, if I had to choose Nitroflex over I Prevail, like Forge or Mission, and I didn't have a money problem, I'd go with Forge or Mission. But if you're in the position, maybe you're a young guy, or maybe you just don't have the extra cash laying around, and you want a good pre-workout, dollar for dollar, Nitroflex from GAT is pretty good, right? Like I said, it's not the best as far as quality, but it gets the job done, and it doesn't taste bad. Not that the others don't taste bad, but it doesn't taste bad at all, actually. All right, so those are my recommendations. I'm sure there are plenty of others, right? But those are just my recommendations. Okay, next question from Collie underscore baby. How do deload weeks work? Do I just drop the weight and do the same amount of reps, or do I still train for failure? Okay, so here is a deload. This is what deload means. I don't deload. If I feel like I am in too much pain or I need to recover, I take a few days off out completely. I'll take a week off. All right. I know I just had COVID, so I wasn't in the gym for a week and a half. So when I went back, as far as I know I was sick, but as far as in the gym, it really didn't affect me. And I actually felt good going back because I did not hit the gym for a week and a half. Right. I don't deload. Some people like to deload. So what a deload is if your body feels like it's being strained too much, stressed too much in the gym, if you're not repairing that well, and you could, maybe, you're not recovering well and you're listening to your body. Some people like a deload week. Deload week is when you go in there and you basically just go through the motions. That's really it. It's a pump workout. You go in there, you get a little pump, and you keep going. So no, you would not go to failure. I think the rule of thumb is 50 to 75% of the weight you normally use, and you're just basically getting a pump and leaving. Now, the reason why I don't deload is because, to be honest with you, it's not that I don't believe in it. It's the fact that I can't go to the gym, especially when I'm healthy and I'm not, sick or anything like that. I can't go to the gym and not go balls to the wall. It's very difficult for me not to. I like to go to the gym and train hard. Um, but some people, really like doing this. Okay, so I looked it up. Benefits of a deload week: reduces fatigue and soreness, promotes muscle repair and growth, prevents overtraining and injuries, improves mental focus and motivation, and allows for a fresh start for the next training cycle. All right, so Reduce training volume by 50 to 70%, lower exercise intensity by using lighter weights, increase rest days, or take a complete week off from exercise. That's what I normally do. Focus on active recovery. Oh yeah, you could do other things. You could do yoga. You could do your cardio, swimming, whatever, in place of that. That's actually a really good idea. When to use a deload week. After a period of intense training, before a competition or event. Yes, that's actually a good idea. That's a good point. I remember going into the gym a week before the contest or 2 weeks before the contest, and I was just going through the motions. 2 weeks before the contest, you're not doing legs anymore. A few days before the show, you're not even working out. So you're kind of just going through the motions like 2 weeks before the show. Because at that point, there's no reason to try to kill yourself in the gym. All the work is done. You don't want to injure yourself. That's actually a very good point. I did not think of that. So technically, I guess I did do deloading, but when I used to compete. Uh, and it says here every 4 to 6 weeks as part of a periodizing plan. Periodization plan. Sorry. Okay. So that is your answer. Yeah, I don't do that. I just if I really feel I need a few days off, that's what I do. And normally when I go on vacation, I try to go on vacation once a year, and I'm usually on vacation for about a week. 5, 6, 7 days, whatever. It depends on the vacation. Um, I don't train. I don't work out. That's my rest. I'm not working out on vacation. When I'm on vacation, I don't do fucking shit. Okay. Like all day, I am by the pool or I'm by the beach. I'm actually having a few drinks and enjoying myself. I have my sunglasses on so my wife doesn't see me looking at all the other girls in bikinis. It's natural. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just looking. She probably knows that. She's not stupid, but she knows that I wouldn't do anything. And I'm enjoying myself. And then maybe we go to dinner, me and the wife. Maybe we go have a couple of drinks. Maybe if there's a show. If we're in a spot where there's gambling, like Las Vegas or a cruise, we'll hit the casino a little bit, and we do that for between 5 and 7 days. And believe me, by the time I get home, I am ready to go back to the gym and to go back to work because there's only so many margaritas you could drink in a week. Mezcal margaritas. If you ever want to try something a little bit different, next time you get a margarita, just listen to me. Out of all the things I've said, listen to me. Not all bars carry it. It's tequila, but it's a smoked tequila. It's amazing. Try a mezcal margarita. You will not be disappointed. A friend of mine turned me on to it, and now every time I go on vacation, because you don't order that when you go to a bar, okay? Because then you're just stupid. But when you're on vacation and you're by the pool or you're by the beach and you want one of those fancy drinks, mezcal margarita. You won't. You're gonna you're gonna message me. You're gonna thank me. I'm telling you. All right. Now, the next questions is from, you guessed it, Fran is the man, or as I like to say, Fran is the motherfucking man. Fran has been a supporter of my channel since day one. So, Fran, thank you very much for sending me questions every week and being a supporter of my channel. You guys don't know how much that means to me. It means a lot to me, like more than normal people, because normal people are already famous before they do this. I was not famous. I was in the sewer shoveling shit. I still am, and decided to do this at night. And now people are very supportive of me, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Okay, Fran is the man. His first question. Do you think Trump's tariffs on Mexico and China will affect the prices of anabolics? All right. I never really took economics. Okay. Those two behind me, one is in psychology and the other one is in business. But I did not have to take an economics class. And if I did take an economics class, I don't remember shit from it. Um, uh, I'm gonna say no because it's illegal. And so I don't think there are taxes on illegal goods. I don't think I'm pretty sure those things are smuggled in or something like that. I don't really think that that's going to be an issue. But then again, I don't know. I just figured out what a fucking tariff is. Like I didn't know what a tariff was. Really. Like I like to watch Value Tamer for my news, and he broke down what a tariff is. I'm like, oh, well, that sounds pretty good. Before the income taxes, everybody in the United States used tariffs in order to build the United States, their infrastructure, and so on and so forth, and the military. They didn't use income tax, like our tax dollars. They used tariffs. And then about 100 years ago, they started income taxes. And by World War II, it was just fucking, it went to sky high. So hopefully Trump can do something about that. Maybe we could just go back to a tariff taxed economy. And then our checks will boom. Anyway, okay, getting off topic. Um, Question two from Fran is the man. Have you ever beaten anyone in bodybuilding who ended up getting a pro card? I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. You have to look at the shows I did. Okay, I did NPC shows. I never did a national level show. I did the Mr. Staten Island. I did uh, the Tri-State, and I did Muscle Beach, and then I did the Brooklyn Grand Prix. Okay, the only one that I won the Open was Mr. Staten Island, and if anybody did go pro, I don't fucking remember. All right, we're talking a long time ago, 1999. All right, came in second at both Tri-State and Muscle Beach in the Open, and then I also um, won the Masters overall in both. Came in fifth in the Brooklyn Grand Prix, and also won the Masters overall. I do not remember anybody turning pro that I had beat, so I'm going to say no. I might be wrong because I don't remember everybody. You never know. Oh wait, was no. Yeah, no, I don't think so, man. I really don't think so. Like it's not like me and Sean Clarita were in the NPC around the same time, but he was always either a bantamweight or a lightweight, so we never went up against each other or anything like that. And of course, he became like one of the greatest bodybuilders ever. But I didn't. I wasn't. He wasn't direct competition or anything like that. All right, next question from Fran is the motherfucking man. Will you be doing a play-by-play commentary for the Arnold? That depends. If the Arnold is free, probably not, because I don't. Why would anybody come to my channel, do a play-by-play to hear me speak when you could watch the Arnold for free? Now, I don't know if the Arnold's for free this year. The Arnold was free last year. Nobody has mentioned anything about the Arnold being free this year. If the Arnold is not free this year, 100% I will do it because then it makes sense. Then people want to see what's going on and they'll come to my channel and blah, 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 blah. 100% I will do it. If it's not free, it's 50-50. What year was the most entertaining and competitive Mr. Olympia? All right. For me, it was last year. But you got to understand, for me, being invited on RX Muscle with King Kamali, Armand Adibi, and Jason Arns to commentate on the Olympia was a dream come true. That is something that I never thought would happen. And don't get me wrong, the results were great too. Samson winning and Derek coming in third, and nobody seeing that, and Keon Pearson destroying the 212 class. But last year was really, really exciting for me, man. I mean, that was like when I got the call. I remember I got the call not from Dave, Dave's boy. What's Dave's boy's name? Shit. What's his name? The guy who always does Ask Dave with him. Great guy. What is his name? Fuck. I can't remember his name. Hold on. I'll remember it. God damn it. What the hell is that son of a bitch's name? He's always on here. Shit. All right, let me see. Sadiq, right? Is it? No, that's not Sadiq. What the fuck is his name, bro? Come on, help me out here. Just a little bit. Help me out. What's that motherfucker's name? Shit. Uh-huh. 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 If I can't figure out his name, then you guys will leave it in the comment section, and I'll remember it tonight before I go to bed. And I'll be like, fuck, I can't fucking remember it now. Oh, God. Anyway, he called me, and he was like, Dave wants to know if if you're free for the Olympia, he wants you to come on RX Muscle. And he also wanted me to run the StreamYard because he knew I knew how to use it. And I couldn't be happier, man. It was great. It was the fact that he invited me was this is, I've been a fan of Dave Palumbo since the 90s, since before RX Muscle, since he was trying to turn pro. I have pictures of Dave, of me and him meeting Dave Palumbo at a guest posing that he did. And he was over 300 pounds. He was a huge human being. He was always extremely intelligent, and he would also always answer anybody's questions. He would never not. And you could walk up to him in any show and ask him a question. He would talk to you like he knew you for 100 years. I always admired the way that he was able to make money as an amateur, because most amateur bodybuilders are not capable of making a lot of money. He was always able to. He just had this knack to make money, and I was always, he was always impressed at how intelligent he was, and he was huge. He was physically a huge bodybuilder. He was enormous. He was, everybody in the tri-state area, and well, but I got to the point where everybody in North America knew him. But when he was competing, before the NPC and whatnot, everybody in the tri-state area knew him. Just like Jason Owens and Vinny Galante, and so on and so forth. But to me, it was last year. All right, so that's my answer. Last question. Thoughts on plant-based protein? Yeah. Ugh. Garbage. Don't even bother. It's a waste. Your protein should be from food, or meats, a steak, chicken, fish, eggs. And if you have to use a protein supplement, whey isolate. Or I know people say, oh, don't use whey concentrate. I use whey concentrate because I'm not looking to be Mr. Olympia anymore. Okay, I'm not competing, so I still use whey. I use whey concentrate, and then sometimes I use whey isolate. But whey isolate is definitely the best formula for protein supplements. All right, so that's where your plant-based protein is for vegans and shitheads, I guess. Vegans and I think they're one and the same. I think vegan equals shithead in like Latin, something like that. Yeah. All right, that's it. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, check it out. Oh, that's horrible. That was bad. I shouldn't have did that. All right, motherfuckers. I'll see you guys soon. Later. Peace.